Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to talk about creating a color wheel using your Perfect Trio palette and how to use it when color mixing and painting. If you have missed any of the other videos in this free masterclass series, I will make sure to link the playlist for you. If you are curious about any of the materials that I've used in this video, please check the description box down below. There, I will also have my brand by brand recommendations for a Perfect Trio palette where you can pick the brand that best suits your location and budget for following along with this masterclass. Also linked down below is my Patreon page. There you will find free resources to accommodate this class. These resources include trio swatches, printable resources, and templates for these videos, including the color wheel template shown in the video today. These are completely free and you do not need to be a patron or even have an account to access them. Like I've mentioned, this is a completely free masterclass. However, if you are enjoying this free masterclass and are interested in financially supporting my channel or this series, I would appreciate it if you would check it out. Now, getting into the video, color wheels are nothing new, and they are an important part of understanding color theory. On our wheel, you can see that we have our three trio colors, yellow at the top, and then our pink and blue at the lower corners, creating a triangle. These three colors will be the colors used to create the rest of our color wheel. What's interesting about this exercise is once you are done, it's an excellent visual of how one color in our trio influences another. For example, as we add yellow to our pink, we see the color change to a bright red before transitioning into oranges and then a warm yellow. The same for our yellow to blue. As we add more blue to our yellow, we create a green gold, sap green, a dark hooker's green, and a turquoise blue color. We now want to finish our color wheel from going from blue to pink. Here we get a deeper blue, a dark dioxazine purple, and finally mauve. Keep in mind that these are specific steps that we are taking in our color wheel. In the last video where we worked on color mixing, we learned that with more gradual steps, we can create more colors than what is shown here. You can re-watch this video as needed or use my color wheel chart printable for reference in creating your own color wheel. Once we have our color relationships established and our color wheel complete, we can start talking about the significance of this wheel. For basic color mixing, you can find what color you need on this wheel, and its relationship between the two trio colors will inform how much of each color to use. Think of these slices as blocks that will fade from one dominant color to the other. For every step closer to one color, we have less of the other. This information is also important as we start neutralizing colors or creating more advanced color mixing. The idea of neutralizing colors isn't just for creating browns or grays, but to learn how to make darker or muted colors as well. Not every color we are going to need while painting will be a super bright, saturated color. In fact, most won't be, and that's where this chart helps. If we think of our colors as gradient steps, a small amount of one color will affect another. I have made sure to carefully create this wheel to help with neutralizing colors. When you look at a color on the color wheel, you want to look across to the opposite color and find its neutralizing color. This information lets you know how to take your base color mix and adjust it for the color that you want. So right now, let's say that you wanted to start mixing a red. We know by looking at our color wheel that we need mostly magenta with a bit of yellow. We also know how to correct colors, like if we are mixing our red and it's too orange, we know that we need to add more pink to get the red color that we want. Now let's say that we have painted our subject red and we need to start working on shadows. We can't just add more pink to our red. We'll start getting a coral or a pink color. We need to neutralize to darken. So going back to our color wheel, we want to find our red. We will then find the color opposite it on the color wheel, and in this case, it's our deep green. We know by its location on the color wheel that this is in the middle of our blue and yellow primaries. So that lets us know how to mix this color. This is the color formula we will need to deepen or neutralize our red. Now that we know the color formula we need for our red, we can start talking about how to mix our desired color. There are a couple ways to do this, but I'm going to focus on the easier way. If you are just starting out, I recommend mixing your neutralizing color separately. You should have your original red mix, which is your base color for this example, and your new green mix, your neutralizing color. Remember how we did our gradual steps in our other color mixing exercises, and add a very small amount of your green to your red and watch the color start to deepen. Remember, if you are deepening the color and not neutralizing it, you only need a small amount of your green. The color should be changing gradually, and you should swatch the new red mix as needed to check the color. If you have the depth that you want but realize that the color is not quite right, use your color wheel to adjust. If the color is too cool, add yellow. If it's too warm, add blue. If you went too far and your color has been neutralized to a gray or a dark brown, make more of your base red color and add it to your neutralizing color mix. I know we are only going over red right now, but use this same method with any other color you need to make. If you want to understand these neutralizing steps further, I would recommend mixing large puddles of your two color wheel opposites and doing the gradual steps shown in the last color mixing video. Keep in mind that these exercises apply to both the mass tone color and the pastel mixes. If you have a red-orange that you've diluted down to a soft coral and want a more muted color, you need to add a very diluted mix of a turquoise color. These ranges are good for soft floral pieces. I showed this in the last video as I made a sap green mixture and then added my pink to show a beautiful muted green and dusky pinks. Remember to always work with colors of a similar dilution for color mixing as a beginner. If you are making pastel colors, it's best to color mix with other diluted pastel colors. The colors you get from your trio will vary based on the dilution. This includes your basic single color dilutions from light to dark, your two color mixes where each gradual color shift can be done anywhere from full concentration to completely diluted, and then of course with all three colors to create an endless number of colors to be made. I encourage you to play with your paints and just pick colors you like and try to recreate them. Don't worry about the stress of painting an entire project just yet, just try to make your favorite colors. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments down below. I'm trying to answer everyone, and for commonly asked questions, I will make a full video for it if I don't have one coming out already. If you did find this helpful, I would love it if you'd give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. Also, if you know anyone who may find this video helpful, feel free to share it as it really helps my channel. If you want to support these classes or my channel, my Patreon page is linked down below. I hope you are all having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next class. Bye!